We've had a few of these 5-1s today.
Yeah. How about that?
I don't think Kanata is really considering how herO lost that last game that he lost. This is like not a weakness of herO's matchup. Like herO is, in my opinion, the best for us versus Zerg player in the world. Like I like him more than Classic. Classic also just died in the same way. You can get sniped in the best of one.
It can snipe you out, man. You got to be careful. But it seemed like kind of an obvious counter as well. Obviously, you delay a lot of your Blink Stalker and +2 behind if you want to go for that faster Robo. But I guess it really comes down to just scouting it out.
Like, that was a Cactus Valley build too. This is Deadwing build now.
This is Deadwing. It's a little easier to defend, and you just got to make sure the hallucinations are scouting double Roachborn. If you see double Roachborn, make an earlier Robo. Make Immortals. Be more defensive against it.
Yeah, just scout a little bit earlier. We saw a Classic Scout, and he saw the double Roachborn, but it was too late. And he made a Robo, but it was just still too slow. The attack itself is very difficult to defend. It's not just about the burrow movement. It's like about how many roaches come that fast plus the movement.
Right.
When you just have one Immortal out. Once you get the rest of them, it gets easier. But if that one Immortal is the only one you have, even if you have detection, it becomes a challenge. So
yeah, just like that.
It looks like these players need a bit more time.
Don't we all, Wolf? Don't we all? I rush back for nothing.
Well, at least we got in. That's what counts. That's what's important here.
Oh, man.
You're in the player slot right now. I just want to watch you actually fight one of these players right next to me. I commentate.
I'll like use this crap mouse we have and just be like on this paper mouse pad. Who am I up against? I'll play against herO. Bring it on.
Uh-oh, here they come.
Uh-oh, don't say it.
Uh-oh.
CJ players.
Oh,
they didn't hear me. Bad manner.
Bad manner. Got to duck a little bit lower. None of that. You ever play Limbo when you were younger? You know, you like lean back.
Yeah, well,
that's a terrible game.
Played like a little bit of it.
Somebody always gets hurt.
It's like a party game or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like once upon a time, I did play that like 20 years ago.
You just lean back, you go into the stick, and then it gets really low, and it's like somebody like just falls, like strains their back, or like really gets hurt. I'm like, I don't know if this is a good idea.
No, you got to be smart about it.
I'm just making up stories because we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
next.
I mean,
like you and I both just spent about 5 to 7 minutes hyping this matchup, and
like,
I think we've pretty much covered all the bases here.
Yeah,
we've talked about the map, we've talked about the styles, we've talked about what herO did in most recent times. We haven't talked as much about Rogue, I guess, but
well, Rogue, he has his ups and downs. He does shine when it comes to Pro League. He doesn't have to deal with those best of series, which he seems to kind of crumble in.
Rogue either 3-0s or he gets 3-0'd in individual leagues, you know what I mean?
That really is it, right? Like he rides the momentum or he falls apart. He does seem to be very emotional in that booth.
And this is an important thing to keep in mind when we're going into a match that he is the last man standing. If he loses this, it's all over for his team.
He has to win this. And he hasn't had that much success against Protoss recently. He lost to Myungshik in Kesper Cup. He lost to Parting in GSL. And those are his last two results in quite a while.
All right, Freebird. 3-1 versus Protoss and 10-3 in Pro League. Like you said, his best of ones. So he has a lot more success in Pro League than he does in individual leagues. But herO, again, I feel he's the best easy player in the world. Not want to fight him.
No.
Especially when you're Rogue and you're an emotional player.
He's looking pretty focused today, though. What has he got planned for Deadwing of all maps?
That's the question. Try to fight herO straight up. You're most likely going to lose. Don't think we're going to see 2 Roach Horns, but anything could happen. It's all up to Rogue here, or CJ Entis is going to take the win. Let's find out what happens. Bottom left in yellow for CJ, it's herO.
In the top right for Jin Air, it's Rogue.
Alrighty, vertical spawns. So,
vertical spawns indeed, Wolf.
Slightly more aggressive potential for both races.
Yeah. It would be a good map to do the gimmick Roach Burrow all in, if it was to be done.
Yeah.
But I'm sure herO is kind of sat back down and thought about that after losing to someone like Departure. Someone that's a couple of tiers down in per gamer skill.
He also just watched it happen today as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's definitely on his mind. He's definitely going to be checking for it. This watchtower again, not taken. Always drives me crazy when they don't do that.
I guess they didn't really find anything from it there.
No.
So it's okay.
It's all right. It's
I
just
appreciate it. He's going to get that scout off just the same. And let's see if he's going to put down that early forward or just go for a scout.
Well, if he goes on the main, he's definitely going to have to go Nexus first because no Zerg is ever going to try to go hatch first against a probe in the main.
Yeah, that's true.
You just physically can't. You're going to get blocked. So
you're going to get blocked, and if you don't get blocked, you might get cannons. Just makes sense to go for that early pull because it usually is going to be that forge fast expand with an early probe scout.
If they scout this early, for sure. So we're going to see Nexus first versus pool first. Just what you do. So we already saw this exact same situation happen earlier.
The way it is.
That's how this matchup works. 2 drones have to come down. Doesn't get more textbook than this, Moonblade.
Oh. I agree, Wolf.
Even that Pentagon patrol. We've seen that before.
Oh, every single time. Damn it.
Let's see if it goes gate before forge like we saw Classic do.
You know what? I think we will. I think we will, Wolf.
Go second pylon first before any of that.
The probe remains alive. Maybe thinking about scouting, we're going to go home by the looks of things.
Forge instead.
All right, safety first. I appreciate that.
This pool's done. Makes 2 lings. Saw the same amount from Life earlier. That drone looks to want to take a 3rd base, but the probe is going to block until those lings get down.
Well, I was thinking about it, but now it's going to see the lings, turn things around. And a very quick 3rd hatchery.
Alrighty. This is I feel so tense right now, this game. I feel like Rogue has a shot at it, but I could just feel the tension.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wondering, like, what is Rogue's plan? It's always, like, such a curious thing at this point because Zergs have been struggling a lot. Granted, we did see a Zerg win today, but generally, it just doesn't happen that way.
Yeah. Oh, you're absolutely right.
Like, what is his plan? Vertical spawns, Deadwing. I think he's happy that it's vertical spawns at the very least, so he can apply pressure just a little bit faster. But even then,
well, we'll see what the plan for herO is as well. The core coming up here. I've seen herO really like to just sentry expand into those blink +2. I mean, he's made that style popular. He's started to work really, really well with it, and obviously one of the best players in the world at doing that, which is one of his vulnerabilities as well, which is what Departure used when they did meet each other in the CJ versus MVP match last week. But I wonder if he's going to change it up today. Does get the +1 pretty quick, and Chrono boosts out that Stalker.
gonna start applying pressure on the map. Maybe take some map control, get the Xel'Naga tower, try and scout what he can, or at least force out some extra lings before the drones come out.
That probe could make a robo here.
Wouldn't that be something? If we saw like a robo all in, but I think it's a little too late for that.
Just
now.
the way I saw him patrolling, and I saw the 100 minerals, but he made a sentry instead. So
yeah, so he's just gonna go for that 3rd base. So he's gonna play a pretty normal game.
great way to play this on Deadwing.
Such a hard base to attack into this 3rd one, so it makes a lot of sense as well.
Why do you think, as a Zerg pro, why do you think Rogue picked this map going into this best
You
of
know
one?
what? That is something I'm not entirely sure about. I almost get the impression like, oh man, I'm trying to think of the player that might come out on this. Maybe a Terran player would be the other choice, but I'm not even sure.
Just like, neither am I, and maybe it was just like a filler. Maybe the rest of the roles were a lot more defined. Like every other Jin player had the specific map they wanted to play on, and then it was like, well, Rogue's one of our top 4 players. We absolutely have to play him today. Are you okay with this map? And he's like, yeah, I guess so. You know, the other players are better for the other maps.
Do you think it might have been like he was trying to snipe out Sky High?
Possible.
It's like maybe Sky High's going to be on Deadwing, so I'll play against him. I'm good against mech.
That's a good point.
That's like the only other thing that I could really decide against. Maybe they were hoping that herO would start things off or be in like the top 3 or the first 3 because he's like a point gainer and it makes sense to have him the strongest player in the top 3.
Misclick on that hallucination gives him a Void Ray instead of a Phoenix. A bit slower of a scout, unfortunately.
Yeah, not going to help out the same way.
Well, this is actually quite scary because this is the timing you'd have to be worried about that double Roachborn all-in.
Yeah.
So,
not going to be the case.
Barely even going to be able to get to the base in time.
Slowly but truly. Like, gets the scout he needs there. Infestation Pit, Spire.
What do you think about this? Quick Vipers, but the Spire with plus Vipers.
I guess it leaves 2 options open. It's either Spire, it's either Vipers or Broodlords.
Swarm Hosts.
Swarm Hosts.
Quick Broodlords off 3 base, Leenox style, like Wings of Liberty.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I mean, you can always go for that 4th a little bit later.
He's making some spines.
He's making Flying Locust.
Flying Locust!
It's actually happening.
The dream is real. The coach interview from earlier today.
It's true.
They've never seen it in a televised match. We're seeing it now.
It's happening right now. Then he cancels it because it was a mistake.
It's real so far.
It's real so far.
He's making a bunch of spines to hold off.
I'm so curious to see how this is going to work out.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't think it's going to work. Okay, so if he can get the Swarm Host safely across to behind that 3rd base, the Flying Locust will be able to hit that 3rd base. They do go pretty far.
Here he's going for a Blink Stalker all in. He's adding 6 gateways right now. The time, there is no time. There's no time at all.
What are these 3 Needleless going to do?
I'm guessing he defend against War Prism.
Or War Prism defense.
He's going to make these Swarm Hosts now if he wants them to defend.
Like, if I scouted that Spire and that Infestation Pit, I'd be thinking Broodlords. Like, right now, I think here's confused. He's like, what are you making behind those Spine Crawlers?
What are you thinking right now? Well, 3 Mutas are going to come out. No Swarm Hosts so far. Flying Locusts a minute away from finishing. That is a slow upgrade, by the way.
Flying Locusts kind of make these, like, mini Broodlords, I guess.
Yeah, that every minute they attack.
Yeah.
Look at this. We're seeing a Nidus network as well. 5 Swarm Hosts on the way.
Like, Swarm Hosts cannot defend a push like they could have a few months ago. They just don't. The Locusts don't come out frequently enough. How many is he making? 5?
Making 5 so far.
The Nidus network. I understand the Nidus network idea, but
well, what's he gonna do against this Blink Stalker all in?
With good micro, he can work his way around these Spine Crawlers.
Yeah, that's a problem.
You can even almost fight them straight up at this angle.
Yeah, at this angle. Yeah, pretty easily. You know, Guardian Shield, DPS him down.
Oh, it needs to blink though. Oops.
I think he's confused.
I think he is, man.
Well, here we go. Where are these Swarm Hosts?
Broodlords.
Swarm
Here they
Hosts.
come from behind.
Oh, what is this? Let's see the magic.
Here they come.
Oh. All right.
This is real, Moonblade.
That actually happened.
And look at this. The 3 Mutalists are getting damage done in the main base.
The weirdest style yet.
This is how you beat herO. It's either double Roach Warren or it's Swarm Host with Flying Locusts. This Warp Prism is going to get shut down. It's just like you prophesized, Moonblade.
I knew it. I knew those 3 Mutas were for that. I had a feeling. And another Knight is coming down, so these 5 Swarm Hosts are going to be doing something else.
They're going to fly over. I think they can reach the 3rd base. And this is a good strat for the map, I guess.
12 Mutas on the way. Here we go. They're going to do it again. This is so interesting.
Here they come.
First time ever it's actually being used.
First time ever. And there's no answer. They're actually going to hit the Nexus.
You might be able to kill it right here, right now.
Oh my God.
They're doing so much damage.
Oh my God. Is this going to happen? 36-14. It goes down. Meanwhile, these Stalkers blink in. There's feelings of Euless. herO with his pants down, man.
He's in so much trouble right now.
There goes the Warp Prism. He's going to lose every single Stalker. He's lost his base.
All right.
I don't have words for this.
I think he just won the game.
And here comes another Nidus network.
He's going to go for the other Nexus now.
And I think he's going to get it.
I think he might just get it.
He's got another Nidus. He can just escape that way.
He's going to run in.
Oh, no
into
wall.
The third. No
He's
wall.
going to get that Mothership Core maybe as well. Doesn't commit.
Oh,
Here they come.
Sorry, not Broodlords. Foremost. Might as well be Broodlords. They're going to be dropping the Flying Locust once again. Oh, not going to find much.
While he's preoccupied over here with his Stalkers, the Mutalisks are getting more damage done. More Lings running by. Now, I don't want Rogue to, throw this lead away. He's being a bit aggressive, almost too aggressive here with these, these Lings, running them into those units there.
Yeah, he's really trying to whittle it down.
And this Nidus play is really expensive, actually.
It's expensive, but as long as they don't get killed all the time, they can just keep coming back, reusing them. And if he keeps choosing different bases, can you imagine if he flew in with the Locusts as the Mutas flew in as well into the main base? Like, not even the Stalkers would be able to fight against the Mutas.
Look at how many idle probes Hero's got right now trying to figure this out. If he could get a revelation on those Mutalisks, that would be pretty nice.
Yeah, that might actually be something he really needs to do, and there he does.
There he does. He does exactly that. Here come the Locusts, meanwhile.
Got to be working on some Stalkers by the looks of things.
He wants to kill this Nexus in the main at the same time, it looks like, but there's enough Stalkers here.
All right, well.
Hive is almost done. I'd almost like to see him get some Infestors out with how he's decided to play this.
I want to see some Vipers, man. Vipers with the Mutas. Stop Blinding Cloud fighting the Stalkers. He's just that crazy.
He's just that crazy.
More Prism's going to try and find something.
They're going to find some Mutalisks. Some Moonblade Prophecy, man.
Finally, it comes true.
He's got tons of drones out. He's had so much time. But this base looks like it's going to go down. There's too many Stalkers here.
Well, Ling Muta would actually crush this right now, but it looks like...
Uh-oh. Shark Attack Locust. Coming in on this Nexus again.
They're going to get this one as well. There's nothing there to stop at the same time. Muta Ling on top of half the army.
He stole a few force fields. The Nexus goes down. Hero just has to win the game right now almost, I feel.
Yeah, he's got to go for maybe even a counterattack, but there's so many spines at the front.
Burrow is finally finished. And hide those swarm hosts. Look at this. Another Warp Prism gets caught. Just bad luck.
Prophecy once again coming true.
Look at this spine crawler count.
That forest of spines, man. And this might actually just be too much Ling Muta. Might as well wait for these spines to do the work there.
He's going to blink up here with not even all of his Stalkers, but it's hard to get surface area.
Yeah, that is actually suicide right there. You cannot actually do this with your army and expect to trade efficiently. Not against this many Ling Muta.
Nope. Hero is done. He's down for the count. And look at this again. What up? Flying Locust.
Oh, and I think
targeting it down. I think he's going to get it again.
He's going to get it
He's going to get it.
Wow. Finally, we found a use for them. David Kim would be so happy, man.
Dustin Browder with the slow clap at home right now. David Kim is fist bumping, and Rogue is getting high fives all around.
He cracked the code, man. He finally figured it out.
He said no to all the non-believers. We found out. The question was, why did he pick this map? The answer was Flying Locust.
Flying Locust style. Wow.
This is something I do not think we're going to see become a norm, but it was a cool snipe strategy.
That is a great style.
Two Zerg players back-to-back snipe Hero. And the question is, with Hero now on a 3-game losing streak in Pro League, do you send him in the ace match? You got sniped by Younghwa last time in the ace match.
I don't know.
I'd say no, actually. But if you don't send him, do you send Biel?
Cactus Valley. You might have to send Hero. I guess.
Stressful for CJ right now.
Well, I think you send Biel. I think you just send Biel. It's going to be probably against Mario, right?
Yeah.
I think you have to.
I think so.
There's only one answer for him, and that is the Biel.
It'd be crazy if, they sent SOS instead of Maru. That'd be way too. That's just too much. That's too mind gaming. That's too meta.
That's too much.
You can only have you can only get away with so much of this. You can't actually win with SOS versus Sora in a crazy game like that. And have Rogue snipe, and then also get away with using SOS. It's just too much. It's pushing over the edge too much.
Well, they do also have Cure that we haven't seen yet. But I don't know. If they want to use him. He's a fantastic TVZer. Might not be able to do what Mari can there. Oh man, this is a tough one. All right.
Maru's the safest choice, I feel, because he can deal with Biel and herO.
Yeah.
He has the possibility of beating both of them.
I'm calling Biel versus Maru the rematch.
I think so, too. That's the safest bet for both of these teams. Anything else would be crazy, but we've seen a lot of crazy games today. We played 2 ace matches. All right, what's it going to be? We had a bit of a slower reveal earlier today. We might have that again. Can't believe we get 2 ace matches today with these sick players.
Making up for yesterday, I guess.
Yeah.
2 amazing matches.
Okay. Players on stage. Question is, who are they?
We'll find out in a second, Wolf. Hold your horses.
Everyone's holding their breath at home as we wait for this moment. The suspense is real. We've seen a little bit of everything today. And what are we going to see to close it out? Biel versus Maru.
Yeah.
The Moonblade prophecy continues.
The prophecy is real. I am a shaman tonight.
Well, I know, speaking of shame, I think that's how hero's feeling. We're seeing Biel instead. herO on a 3-game losing streak in Pro League. But guys, before we see this rematch, the epic Zerg versus Terran, we are going to have a 10-minute commercial break. We'll see you for the ace match in just a few.